Okay. I'm gonna explain completely everything because I feel like no, it is a good idea to completely explain everything because what I've been my attitude towards Xbox community and what I've been doing is not alright. It's not like and that the way I acted towards those kids on Xbox wasn't alright at all. And that it wasn't okay for me to say those things and then try to hide the fact that I said those. Like, telling them to go kill themselves is not a good idea for one. And yeah, like overall, like, was it, a good idea? No. I gotta, like, lose myself and, yes. I wish I never have done what I've done because those screenshots that you have seen, it's 100%, that's 100% my account. And I lost and was very immature with the fact that they were using my profile picture, my face as a profile picture on Xbox, and wasn't really being mature about it. And that overall, be acting out and telling them creepy stuff and being just so immature about things didn't make things any much better, really. In the long run of things, because of my actions, I lost friends, good, members of the community, and lost in trust. And yeah, like overall, I'm sorry for what I've done. And this time, I mean what I say. Like, I can't take it back. It happened, and it sucked that, I became this type of person that wasn't mature, wasn't, you know, you know, mature about handling the situation and just blocking them and reporting them and not talking to them. Instead, I decided to get angry and easily agitated and blast out on a bunch of mics on Xbox. And that wasn't okay. And that moving forward, I'll be making less content, which is gonna be a good thing. And actually seeking help for this, because what I came to realize about myself is that I am easily agitated and triggered by things that make me feel unsafe. What I said to them made them feel unsafe. And to anyone that that's thinking about leaving the community or stop being friends with me, that's fine. And honestly, over the past couple of days, I have allowed him to get under my skin, and there's a bunch of kids on my skin, and not really using my brain to really realize what I'm doing at the time was wrong. Like last night, I woke up with a very bad attitude, and I wasn't really thinking clearly. I wasn't being mature. I lashed out and said things like, "Oh, you don't know where I'm gonna be. I might be at your front door, your room," and many other just creepy stuff. And then says stuff like, "No one cares about you, your mom, or me. Life is just meaningless." And at that time, I wasn't again being mature, and I think slowly, my mental health had just been declining over the fact that I have been dealing with so much, like, people harassing me on Xbox. This all started before me and my family went to this thing where I live called the Color Factory, and these people would harass me consistently. Like, and I think that was kind of the starting point and the boiling point of all of this, where I I started to react very poorly to things, where I started to really become my worst self, and where I wasn't really being mature in any given situation, and that is why Xbox has been unplugged, and that I'll be taking a hiatus from content making, seeking help, because what I've done is something that can never be undone. I'm owning up to it. I'm not gonna hide away from it. I said what I said, done what I've done, and the people that thought that they could trust me, I'm sorry. What's your trust in me? And the fact that I wasn't being able to be mature about the situation, or being able to like, I never wanted to become this person. That never was the plan at all. And the fact that I decided to become my worst enemy and this community's worst fears, that's what scares me the most. Is losing friends and losing trust in y'all and in myself, because I never wanted to become this type of person where it was mostly just about me hiding who I was behind the scenes, you know? So I think that for now on, and yeah, like overall, I I done my best to really think here for one. I never meant for any of this to really happen for one. And yeah, like overall, I knew that I had to do this for one. I had to do this live stream. I had to do this stage because it was the right thing for me to do, you know? And the fact that for one that hopefully this works. Someone you'll be able to see what I look like. And honestly, at this point, I don't care if they use my face for the profile picture at this point. And I know I made multiple videos saying, I'm sorry, I won't do this again, and I continue to do it. You know, I know that I said that. Nobody said wasn't okay. It was completely out of line. It was out of pocket. And again, I wasn't using my brain, being mature, and realizing at the time that my actions had consequences. And my consequence was losing friends and members in this community. And as you can see, this is closer to my bed because I no longer have my Xbox plugged in. And that I'm gonna also sign out of my Xbox account and find a way to disable Game Boy on my PC so that I can no longer use it. Because what I did wasn't it. It was very, very illegal. Harassing minors on Xbox, not and not being able to really realize where I was going wrong made it worse. And telling those people to harm themselves, not gonna watch them and be a creepy pedophile toward pedophile. This is something I never ever imagined myself. Like, when I woke up, I was scared of, like, y'all's reactions. Of course, that's valid because I grew this channel as a 15-year-old. And never ever in my life have I ever thought about, you know, doing this type of stuff where I begin upset over kids on Xbox. Get mad, upset, get triggered, agitated, to the point where it ruins your perception and trust and belief in me as a person. And as I didn't say as a content creator there, overall, as a person. And that the only thing I feel like I'm able to do now is own up to it, mature, and move on. And that is the only thing I'm able to do. Because I'm not like the rest of those content creators who hides. The only reason why I didn't say anything last night, because I needed time to really, really sink everything in. And what I've done. And the downs I've caused. And I was validly banned from my good friend's Discord server. And her name was Emily. And the fact that, they dealt with similar situations like this, and the fact that he lost trust in me because of what I did about it. Like, all I can say is, you're way more mature than I am, and you try to warn me that to stop multiple times over, and that only thing that I'm able to do is this. And yeah. And I did stay a couple like on the 11th, so of April, so not that long ago. And yeah, and just to get better important state, you're gonna have headphones on. Me being in the West on Xbox, I'm at work. This is what I'm at work. What's this about? Me being a West on Xbox was mine over again. I'm sorry. What do you even do? I've been party spamming, mess spamming mines on Xbox for a while, and I wanted to say sorry for being that way. Why? It was over a game, and I did was very, very wrong and illegal. AK Brawler. Why you just say to them? Also, why were you on Brawler? You're going to get yourself into trouble doing stupid shit like that. Not trying to be rude, but I'm being honest. I just told him to stop bothering me and how it actually can cause them into trouble. But the way you went about exposing self-harassing mine, that doesn't look good, Evie. Made me think I'll think you might be a pedophile. Like, you over-exaggerated stuff a lot. Guess I do. You know what? I do. And you also learn to stop doing that too. You're choosing to engage with them, like, you don't have to talk to them. I learned that the hard way, remember? I know. Question, if you know, then why keep doing it? Why are you making the same mistakes knowing what happens because of them? Might want to ask yourself that. I'm not saying you're doing it, but I used to be the same way as way of attention thinking. Just think about that, alright? Ask yourself why you keep doing it if you know it's wrong. I keep doing it because at the time, you know what? I don't have any valid reason why I did it. I did it. No one knew it was wrong. No one knew it was illegal. And the fact that it was Because the first time I said spam the N word on Xbox, that's when I learned my lesson. But then I've been but then after that I secretly been I'm doing good for a good while. But then secretly I've been doing the exact same thing, and yeah, I did it for attention seeking. I did it because I wanted to feel stronger and for attention, and because I was annoyed. And then this is what picture, and this is like being me meant that you can't stand being your own self, and that is why you really really want to be me so badly. I find you, and I will find you, and I will continue stalking wherever you go. Do you understand? And then here's another one you can use: to go knife and put it through your heart. That was out of line, out of pocket. And then this is what my ex-friend Emily said. Evie, I'm sorry, but I cannot condone this behavior. I understand how you felt being arrested yourself, but I can't talk to someone who refuses to change. I used to react the same way when I was younger, and I matured from that. At some point, you have to block people and move on. Then the rest I'm not gonna say. I hope you learn from this and learn what you did was wrong. Fix yourself and mature, because none of this is okay. I'll be blocking you, and you will be banned from all my service. Goodbye, Evie. And honestly, they did the right thing. I'm not gonna be like crashing out, being like, they banned me and I hate her. What they did was 100% right. I deserve to be banned from all of our Discord servers and to be blacklisted or banned on a Twitch and on a YouTube channel, on any other social media that he uses to make content on. Like straight up, I deserve this punishment. I deserve, this, because for one, this is what I get for not being mature, acting up, lesson, whatever, and acting like a child. And the only thing that I'm able to really do is own up to it, and that moving forward, I'll be taking a break from making content and thinking about life. Like, actually thinking about how I can do better in life, how I can be better for you all, and for myself, and for my family. Because I also try to report those kids. I did use the non-emergency number where I live, and the police officer said all we would do is go to Microsoft support, and yeah, I also reported one kid, for using my profile picture, and I know the way I went about it wasn't okay. At the time, I felt unsafe. I felt like they're gonna use it to catfish me, to use it to dox me, use it to do anything to find out where I live. And when I was younger, started using my face, aka doing it with webcam. I didn't know that people would end up using my face as their profile picture, and I wasn't really thinking of that at the time, whatever really. And it happened once, and I didn't really crash out this much. And then guessing I was at my breaking point with him, how much harass I've been getting. The time when I was, being harassed, I wasn't even thinking that, by the way. Like, I was legit being harassed by people on Xbox because they thought that it was okay. And they thought that it would be a good idea to mess with me. And then that spiraled into this. And I wished I never played Brawlhalla. I never wished that my ex-friend, I'm not gonna name, told me Brawlhalla because or else this never would have happened. This never, ever would have happened. And you want to see proof that my Xbox is unplugged? I did a live stream yesterday about it. Did I hit it? Box that I have. I know it's messy. I haven't cleaned it in a while. But yeah. It's unplugged. It won't turn on, of course. And yeah. Like, again, I wish none of this issue would have happened. I wish I was way more mature of a person than I thought I was. And my moderators did ban the people, but also I deleted evidence that, would have been good for this moment. Not good, but being able to clarify everything better. Because what I said to them was not okay. And they have every right to call the police, report me, and send me to jail. And I deserve that. I really, really do. If that does end up happening, I 100% deserve that. Am I saying this just to look good? Or to get you all's trust back? I'm saying it out of my heart and soul, knowing what I did was wrong. Like, I never imagined, again, this all happening over a game, over a dumb profile picture. And that the way I went about it wasn't okay. And talking to minors wasn't also okay either. On Xbox. Like, that's not something that is alright. I'm 22 years old, trans woman at this point. And yeah, like, I just wished that none of this would have ever happened. And I wish I wasn't this person that cared so much about what people say or do. So I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna work my hardest to mature a whole lot. Cause I can't go back making survival content or making content and act like this whole situation didn't happen. because it did. All because of me. And stop making content to hide. I'm gonna start making content to focus on my mental health, to really hone on figuring out how to really, really, really just hone on this 100% on how to not be so much easily triggered or agitated by people, and by focusing on myself. And mainly maybe watching like movies, YouTube videos, but mostly like working on my mental health and stuff, because I'm seeing right now how I am. I'm not able to think clearly at all, and that my mind isn't clear where I'm able to really say things I really want to. Like, I'm just mentally drained, I feel like. Because I think that's what caused it. The fact that I was just so mentally just drained that I couldn't think mature. I couldn't think maturely at all, and I couldn't really do anything smartly. In that, I'm sorry to those that I built trust with, that stopped having to be friends with me because of this, and yeah, like overall, I never imagined this to happen, and that's why I'm owning up to it. I know maybe we should have made this like a YouTube video, but I felt like doing it live, doing a stage on a Discord server was appropriate, because and what the people did was honestly, they did a smart thing. They told on me, on my friends, on my actions and my behavior, and made it known that I'm a creep and that I wasn't thinking clearly and being mature about this situation. But I feel like I wasn't the only one in this situation that was also being immature about things. Even though they're minors, I feel like also at the exact same time, they should have known what they were doing. Was kind of weird and kind of strange for one, because I would never would have like been like, oh, I'm gonna keep using this person's profile picture even though they said to change it, and that they also were saying this is actually what they said in the party, by the way. I need to also say this right now. They were also trying to trigger me more and more and more. And I also tried to tell them multiple times that people in Xbox will say things and do things that are messed up. I did warn them, like multiple times, and that getting people angry on Xbox do not know the outcome of that, by the way. And I did warn them. Not because I was gonna become that person. I was just more thinking about like the whole Xbox community as a whole for them. And they weren't really listening. And they kept laughing, accenting me, finding ways to trigger me. to the point of just me breaking. Like, and the fact, the mom was saying, oh, that she agreed with her son was like, okay, that's, fine and all, but like the fact that you're not seeing where your son's doing is messed up, it's kind of, weird, because again, you're telling your son it's okay to harass people on Xbox, and I did try to tell him. I also like told him what you were doing was acts against Xbox terms of service when it comes to using the platform, and they were like, no, it's not, and because it is, because if someone feels like they're threatened or unsafe, then they have every right to for the police to report to what they have to do. And the other so said, I would change my profile picture if you give me a assist and desist letter. A minor said that, by the way. So they will really kind of strike, that's something they didn't show you or tell you all. But they also said that as well. They said stuff like they wanted me to do this, you wanted me to do this, and kind of making it even more and more worse of a scenario. I know I just could have left the party, and I could have just easily just blocked them, reported them, and never talked to them again. Like I just feel like I have to tell them, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Can you please stop? Or else I feel like, I don't know, like why I'm not that way. I just feel like in my brain, it's like I'm not doing justice. But then when realizing now, is I've just been harassing, bullying people on Xbox for way too long, and that this needs to change. I need to change for the better. Like, I can't keep going in the same circles where I help on Xbox, watch YouTube, then play Brawlhalla, play any game, and then if someone says like one thing about me, get triggered, miss spam them, party spam them, and then do the whole thing over and over and over and over again behind y'all's backs. And that moving forward, taking as long as the break I need, and seeking some serious mental help, and realizing that I've done damage to this community I never thought I would ever do. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I wish this never would have come to this, where I lost friends, where I scared people, my own safety. Like this morning, my hands was kind of shaky for one, and the only thing I can really do is move on, do better, become mature, and work on myself, and realize what I've been doing was messed up. And when I'm ready to return to YouTube, and maybe return to Xbox community. I do not know for sure. Or maybe just become a fully PC player and never touching Xbox ever again. Because I can't keep going on and on in this circle. I can't. I broke y'all's trust. I broke friends, trusts, and I can't keep going on and on and on about it. And if I do get banned from my favorite Minecraft server, then so be it. Because I also deserve that as well. Because I deserve to be banned from all servers I ever joined because of my accent. I 100% deserve it. And I was thinking about, trying to bring ownership to content creators way more mature. And, if they want to, so that I can step away and focus merely solely on myself. Because I just want to be able to do better for myself, for you all, and of course, for my family. And of course, and I do exaggerate stuff, but I felt like outing myself was the first step of realizing what I was doing wrong. And I still continued to message those people and to involve myself into a situation. And it got worse and worse and worse, where I got angry and upset and got this whole situation to happen in the first place. Like, there's nothing else for me to do. Except for, that. I never really imagined myself doing this or becoming this person. Like, and yeah, like I'm not happy with myself at all. Like, things that my mental health overall have been declining over time, and that I just been hiding it from my old friends, boyfriend, family. Nothing was wrong with me, but behind the scenes, I was slowly crumbling into a million pieces until it exploded into this mad anger of destruction where I harmed this community, people on Xbox, and myself. Like, I'm sorry. I know just saying sorry won't fix anything. It won't. It could never, ever, ever fix anything. All it would do is make things, it's always make things better or make things worse. To make you all think I'm only doing it for publicity stunt or to look good. But I haven't been honest with you all. Hiding it away from you all for months and even years wasn't okay. And the fact that, and not to come clean here. This isn't the first time I told someone, to kill themselves over Xbox. I spammed the N-word. I have told people that I would dox them, that I would kill them. Death threats, illegal threats, and over the years, and I'm not proud of those moments, or one of the worst moments where I wasn't being mature and being smart. that's why also I don't have Rahal installed on this anymore. Because for one, I don't play the game and never will. And when I'm focusing on myself, I'll be mainly playing Minecraft or single player games and thinking to myself, what can I do better and what can I improve on? And what steps do I need to take to do it better? And yeah, just overall just thinking that it can help and not staying in the same circle I've been. It's entirely on me and on no one else. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Owning up is the best case for me. Not for me, for you all. To get it closer. To understand the whole thing. This all started over Brawlhalla. Over six spamming. That's heavy text spamming. About how they played. To how they treat me when it comes to me being a trans woman. How they treat me being an autistic trans woman with a lisp. Then them using my face as a profile picture. And I think that kinda made it worse. To the point where I couldn't, you know, do anything. Why I wouldn't do anything mature to be more realistic. And overall, I will do better. I want to do better. And that's why you won't see me chatting in a Discord server as much, or in any Discord servers for that matter. I mean, I don't know. It all depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm ready to, talk to people again. Because overall, yeah. Again, Emily, help. I'm sorry. And also to Blue Band 8, any other content creator friends I have, I'm sorry. And especially to Oliver for breaking his trust, then Emily's trust, I think helps. Then my friend Blue Band 8's trust in me. I 100% deserve to get banned from all the Discord servers and what's the place to be called. Like, I was generally thinking about just putting myself in, but I don't know. And being like, I've been arrested. Mine is on Xbox for years now, and I'm willing to do what it takes to stop. Because I truly want to do better. And if any time play officer does show up at the door and arrest me, I'll listen to them. And whatever needs to get done will get done. Like, what I did was way out of pocket, way out of line, way out of character for me, another person for me. Wow. And hopefully, through this stage, through this stream, you all can see it in your hearts that I mean every single last word. That I will change for the better. I will mature. Starting from today and moving forward, this will be the last content and stream you'll ever see from me for a while. Because I want to solely focus on my mental health and focus on doing things that's right, not against the law, or talking to minors on Xbox, getting outside over that. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to really say, because I just don't know what else to really say. Except for I'm sorry, I would do better. In that me harassing kids, minors on Xbox wasn't okay. Hello, Ajax. Autistic, how you doing? I never planned for any of this to happen, or thought this would ever happen, ever. And to be honest, what my friends did was 100% deserved. I deserve to be banned, blacklisted, under Discord servers, the YouTube channels, the Twitch channels, whatever other social media that they use. Block me, ban me, because I do 100% deserve it. I will do what's right. I will do better. And I will mature. It was just a hiccup on my part, a biggest fucking one ever. Not just in for my career as a content creator, but it could also affect my job as well. And I didn't really think about that at all. So yeah, that's why, move forward. There will be no more content for weeks, months, who knows how long. Because I need time to work this through, to work on my mental health, to work on how I act towards people when they are being annoying towards me, when they misgender me, when they are being ableist, sexist, transphobic, and homophobic towards me, and trying to annoy me and to get a reaction. I need to change that, because that's what's getting me in trouble. I never wanted to become this person. So you look back in 2020's content, or 2019, or 2021, or 2022, I never was doing this type of stuff behind the scenes back then. Never. It's all because of this dumb game that my ex-friend sold me called Brawlhalla. Then I started interacting with Xbox community more and more and more and more. Not in any inappropriate way at all back then. Like, all it was like, can you stop, spamming the SIGs, or can you stop doing this? Take as much time as you need. Don't worry about what others say. Focus on yourself. As long as you're happy, it's okay. I know. I'm not like those other content creators where they end up becoming a pedophile and hiding it away from their audience. That's what I've been doing for way too long, for way too goddamn fucking long. And that's why right here, this is my Xbox. I don't even have it plugged in. I don't even have Brawlhalla installed anymore on it. I'm just gonna become a PC gamer. Fully PC gamer. Not touching anything Xbox. Not touching this console anymore. Because it did not really waste my time. Because all it's done for me in the past couple of years is make me into the worst person I could ever become. And I might also just give the console to my sisters and just delete my account. And that doesn't mean that the series on there that we're doing will be discontinued for good. The Xbox Better Edition live stream series discontinued, no longer to exist, no more. I won't be deleting those streams, but the series as a whole no longer exist. Will no longer be continuing. And that moving forward, I'll be getting them new controllers for them to use and batteries for them to use so that they are able to play this. Because I will no longer be playing on this anymore. I'm giving away to my sisters. Because I'm done. Like, I'm done with the Xbox community. I'm done how I've been acting up. And I'm done with the person I have become. I'm warming up to it. And hopefully, this is the last time we ever discuss this whole situation. Because I'm not making this situation for content, for the views, for the subscribers. I feel like making multiple, like maybe like doing streams of videos explaining everything makes it easier for the viewers and audience to understand that I am genuine when I say this. Because this channel is about being as genuine as possible, and I wasn't being genuine with you behind the scenes. And also about people being transphobic, homophobic, racist, ableist, sexist, all came from people who are in their teens, aka minors. Every single last video I made was talking about minors harassing and making fun of me and cyberbullying me and ruining. If that's what you want to do and you're happy with that you're doing, it's okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna know to research on how to fully disable the Xbox Game Boy on PC. I'm also gonna look that up right now. Because, yeah, so how to disable Xbox Game Boy on. Disable Game Boy when it's there. Navigate settings of the game in Xbox Game Boy and toggle the main twist off. Oh. So just settings, gaming. Oh. It's really that simple? Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'm pressing, Windows D. That's not happening. It's disabled. I'm not gonna enable it. And yeah. Like, I'm sorry what I've done. And if you want to see that I had to disable it for one, then we can go here and go here for one, and then okay, now it's not. What the heck's going on? Okay, here we go. And then yeah. So I went to settings. And I spot that. Went here, gaming. It's disabled. If I have it enabled, this happens. I know. And then to disable this, I'm pressing, Windows G, which is this, by the way, to enable it. And yeah, I no longer have it enabled. So, yeah. So I just wanted to, explain you all that I mean what I mean, and that moving forward, I won't be messing with anyone on Xbox. I'll be having it disabled. And that, honestly, I'm also gonna do this also. And that is by uninstalling, the Xbox app. And so I'm gonna do uninstall and okay. It is now uninstalled from my phone. See this? Uninstalled is where the Xbox app usually is. Like, I mean, you have like Pluto TV, YouTube Music, YouTube Blue Sky, YouTube Studio, Video Music. That doesn't add to trend for music from like Spotify to YouTube Music, or YouTube Music to Spotify, or any other apps. Then Spotify, then OpenTX and Instagram, Webtoon, and ABC, and yeah. In some case, I don't no longer have it. Is that I don't have it installed anymore. I do have Steam. This is just an Xbox thing, because at the time my Xbox controller was broken. I do have TikTok and games, but like I don't have Xbox installed on here. This over here doesn't know movies, same for me to watch movies. And yeah, you all can see here, I've uninstalled the Xbox app. And even if I look up, let's say, Xbox, nothing shows up unless I go like here, and this is just a controller thing where, and yeah, so I might also uninstall that also. So again, I don't know, but I feel like as a person, you gotta know to prove that you're doing what's right. And again, I've uninstalled it. No one's taking a straight time though. And see, look up Xbox. Nothing shows up. Nothing. Completely nothing. I'm sorry everything with Xbox. I'm done with it. I'm moving on. And I'm sorry to those I hurt, friends, and sorry for scaring any of those. You know, and I will do better. And I did announce that on the YouTube channel that I will be doing this as well, because I knew if I didn't do it, then people would be thinking I'm running away, hiding, instead of owning up to it. I said this. Later today, I will be doing a Q&A station live stream, explaining everything for the very last time, and apologizing for what I've done and discussing how I'm going to make things right from now on. Since what I've said to those kids wasn't right, and telling them to kill themselves over a profile picture wasn't right, and very, very illegal for me to do. I know that y'all don't trust me anymore, and are very, very disappointed in me and my actions. I'm also going to be talking from on about stuff so that I can get some serious help. This isn't the woman I wanted to be or to become, and I've become my own worst person. I've lost friends and community members due to my inappropriate actions towards minors on Xbox. I should have just blocked them and never ever messed with them so that stuff like this wouldn't have happened in the first place. And yeah, and I mean every single last one. Like, I wanted to respond last night when some of the messages were in on the Discord. I just was so, I was just so, agitated still. And I woke up with a bad attitude that I couldn't think clearly. I legit couldn't even think. I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do. I just needed time to adjust and have time to think. And I had time to think, and I want to thank people who still somehow believe in me, still trust in me, that overall I will be doing better starting today, and that I will no longer be interacting with Xbox community or anyone in that community. We forgive you. Keep up the good work. You can always be better as long as you're happy. Yeah, and also mature. And I also want to say thank you to my friends for telling me, blocking me, banning me, because that made me really realize what I've done. I'm not saying if they never would have done that, I would have done this stream. Like, I think that the people coming to my friends was smart and a good idea. Because I feel like even if they didn't do that, I still would have done the stream and explained everything. Because I was generally scared of y'all's reactions, and that's appropriate and right, because being an immature 22-year-old trans, by the way, acting out like this, it's just not an okay thing, by the way. Not an okay thing, by the way. In that, and yeah. It's a good thing that you realize your mistakes. At least you're better than some people on the internet, and that's a good thing. Yeah, because I've watched people who become this type of person and hide it. And I've been hiding it for way too long because of how y'all would react. I was generally so scared of losing friends, and I have because of this. And you know what? It was on me, not on them. and I didn't really think about when I use my face that people can just copy it and use it as a profile picture on Xbox, on PlayStation, or on any other social media for the matter. And I was just so scared of them using it to catfish me, to dox me, to swat me and my family, that I wasn't really. I was panicking and I was scared and anxious and all those things, and the fact that my mental health was just declining wasn't a good thing. Just escalated to this. And the fact that they also said, "Oh, I won't change my profile picture unless you do is this and this letter on me." I also said to them, "Is that really where you want things to go and escalate that much?" Like, I know it was one for me to be an expert party with them, but the fact that they said that is like, so is that really where you want things to go? It's where you and your family has to deal with that? Like, what if you deal with someone that's a lot worse? I know I said stuff like, "Oh, I want you to die, I want you to kill yourself," but like, I would never dox. I would never actually find out where they live. Never. Like, and the fact that they said, "Oh, I want you to give me a cis and desist letter," and it's like, so you want people to do that. You know how much money that is, right? And that if your family gets a hold of that news, of the fact that you joked around like that and threatened that to happen to you, not only will you be affected by that, your family be affected by that too. And then your parents could be like, "Why did you even like joke around like that? Like, why?" Be like, "I didn't know the words are gonna do it." You don't know these people on the internet, so what the fuck are you doing? Like, I tried to also explain to them nicely that I was gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Isn't okay." Like, I've been doxxed, I've been harassed, cyberbullied by Xbox community for being who I am, being a autistic trans woman, and I, I I've been trying to like tell them that what you're doing is not is not a good thing. Like, it's kind of creepy how you have me as a profile picture, and I try to tell them it's like you're obsessed with me, and that you want to be me, and then you say, "No, I could never be you." Buddy, you have me as a profile picture. And they try to act like, "But I'm your biggest fan," while misgendering me, while being transphobic, ableist, racist, and sexist. I know their minds know, but like, yeah, and also I involve myself into situations involuntarily, meaning I would party invite them a bunch of times until they joined my party. For like hours. Hours and hours and hours. Even though like tired and sleepy, I'll still do it. And what I've learned from all of this, never do that again. I still kids no longer have any Xbox apps on my phone. I'm giving this to my sisters. I'm gonna become a PC gamer. Like, when I used to play Minecraft on the Xbox 360, none of this happened. When I played Minecraft on Xbox One, before I knew about the Brawlhalla community, right? I have no idea like what the heck even happened. And yeah, so yeah, I would definitely invite him to the party and cause stuff to happen because I wasn't being mature. I'll be upset over how they play the game, and then it caused all this situation to happen. So yeah, I would say thanks to my friends who are stopping being friends with me, which is a weird sentence to say, but because of that, I have blocked me, banned me, made me realize the way I was thinking wasn't a good thing, and that how I was gonna be was very immature, and that I need to get some help. And hopefully, you all accept my apology and see that I mean it through and through. Because no one would be like, I want to showcase, me, deleting, Xbox, the fact that they have the Xbox unplugged. This is, by the way, the only Xbox I have that works. I've gotten another Xbox, the Xbox One, the fifth generation of the series of the Xbox Ones. But that one is broken. So, does it even work at all? So, there's no way for me to use that at all, really. So, yeah. But just all I really have to say for the matter, because the fact that they also kind of like said some stuff. I don't know. Because some of my friends dealt with like a lot of stuff like this and it triggers them mentally, and I wasn't really thinking of that at all. So I think friends I had are no longer gonna be willing to be friends with me anymore, and that moving forward, I'll be focusing on life than YouTube, and that I think that I didn't really think about what I was doing behind the scenes would affect this. But yeah, thank you all for watching and hopefully hearing me out, and that again, this isn't for views. This isn't for publicity. No one said I had to do this. In my heart and soul, and how I was raised, was to always apologize and always own up to your mistakes. Always own up to what you have done. And never ever hide what you've done. Because if you keep hiding what you've done when it's illegal, it will catch up to you eventually. And it will keep on haunting you until you own up to it. And today, not today, last night was a moment of reckoning where it made me just, and today made me realize I've done so many messed up and fucked up things that the past caught up to me like that, like a slap to the face, pretty much. And that's all I'm able to do is move on, be better, mature, and yeah, like I I wasn't raised to be a dick or an asshole, or to be racist or homophobic, transphobic, sexist. None of those things, or to be a pedophile. Never. Never. To anyone that's watching. When I do return to YouTube, I will make a video explaining why you shouldn't hide you're being toxic behind the scenes when you're a content creator. Because if you're doing toxic things behind the scenes when you're a content creator, or even if you're not one, it will catch up to you eventually, and it will destroy your life. You're doing things like, harassing minors, talking to minors, or being inappropriate with people, it will catch up to you eventually, and it will destroy your life. It will destroy your friendships, your relationships, and also destroy your chances of getting a job or even getting yourself fired. And I do not want to get fired for my actions. If I get fired, then so be it. And then, we forgive you. We forgive you do whatever is right and makes you happy. And yeah. Anyone is hiding evil stuff to do behind the scenes, don't keep it to yourself. Seek help immediately. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah. Again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stream here and thinking about what I've done. And yeah, because I needed to do better, and I want to make sure, and I want to be less agitated. Stay safe, everyone. Take care of your mental health, and don't become someone like me who glasses mine is on Xbox or PlayStation or any social media for that matter. Not waste your time or energy, and it will ruin. It will ruin you. Not make you a better person.